Imagine this: you're working third shift at a gas station when some random person walks in and they point a gun at you. You're scared, you're nervous, and you're not sure what to do. You don't know whether they're going to use it after they get what they want. You don't know whether it's fake or loaded because you're so scared. Many people are put in this situation every day, whether it be school shootings or something of that nature. Any one of you sitting here tonight could be put in the same exact situation, whether it be a home invasion or being robbed while walking to your car. Obama's proposed gun policies may help protect you. The new gun policy to many people means that they're going to outlaw guns altogether and nobody will be able to have them. And I don't think that's the case anymore. As many of you sitting here today, I once thought Obama's gun policies would completely outlaw guns and that it would hinder lawful citizens instead of criminals. But I was wrong, and I think many think how I used to think. I looked into President Obama's gun control proposal, which I found on the National Conference of State Legislatures, to see the potential policies. One is stronger background checks, which include mental health checks, and currently there's barriers because of the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act protects this information. The other is increased penalty of straw purchasers, which are people who can pass a background check and they buy a gun and then they pass it on to somebody else who may be a criminal. Not all the policies are based on outlawing guns, and it won't hinder everyday citizens, but may help keep the guns out of the wrongful hands. Just because you pass a background check doesn't mean that you're mentally stable. Mentally unstable people can purchase guns if they are proven stable again by a judicial body, according to Alex Yablon in his article, Mental Health Experts Warn of Flaw in an NRA-supported gun background check bill, published in 2015. The second factor is people who can't pass a background check can still get guns. They can do this by using straw purchasers, and these straw purchasers, according to Americans for Responsible Solutions, there's yet glaring loopholes in our laws allow prohibited individuals to access firearms through unlicensed dealers, private sellers. So the straw purchasers are the loopholes. They're purchasing the guns and then passing them on to somebody that may not be able to pass a background check. Now we know the problems, we can look at what causes these problems. As I stated before, straw purchasers are one reason for the problems, and a difference in mental illness checks and being dangerous are another problem. So, background checks only show maybe you got in trouble with the law or you went to jail or something like that. They don't show if you're mentally stable. The limiting factor here is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. This keeps the mental health records of patients safe so that they can't be seen by a background check. They may be able to be checked by a doctor or something like that, but not by the background check. Garant's Frank Ruda argues in his 2013 article, Why Mental Health Background Checks Are Not the Solution to Gun Violence, that it won't stop everyone that might one day be a threat. And I agree with this, but if we can stop some people from owning a gun that are mentally unstable, this may save lives. So although we can't stop everyone, the people we do stop will help save lives. Another cause of being mentally ill and dangerous aren't the same thing. Obama was quoted in Charlotte Alder's 2015 Time magazine article. Obama calls for tougher gun laws after San Bernardino shooting, that people on the no-fly list, hence are dangerous, possibly even terrorists, can still go into gun stores and buy guns. I think we should combine the mentally ill with the dangerous people so that the dangerous people can't buy guns and the mentally ill people can't buy guns, instead of dangerous people still being able to buy guns. Continuing on, criminals find loopholes in these background checks. Straw purchasers are not getting in trouble. In fact, Josh Sanborn uncovered in his 2015 article, Gun Control, Advocates Eye a New Strategy Taking Firearm Dealers to Court, that a straw purchaser passed on a gun that was used to wound 2 officers. Furthermore, the dealer that sold the gun to the straw purchaser was the one that was held accountable, not the straw purchaser. Even though the dealer did what they were supposed to, and the straw purchaser passed the background check and the dealer sold to somebody that was legal to buy a gun, they were still held responsible. So they need to keep better records of who they sold the gun to. So the dealer sells it to a straw purchaser that passed the background check, they need to record that they sold it to him, he was legal, and then if he sells it to somebody on after that, it's their responsibility and not the dealers. As forward-thinking people, we need to fall behind Obama's policies, whether you like him or not. His policies are still good. The solutions are simple. They require a mental background check on people wanting to purchase a gun, so we know whether they're mentally stable and can thoroughly think through handling a gun. And place the blame on straw purchasers and not the dealers when that's the case. So if the straw purchaser passes on the gun, it's their problem. They should be held accountable for it, not the dealer. Looking back, we can see a need for mental health checks and cracking down on straw purchasers to keep guns off the streets and out of criminal hands or mentally ill people's hands. Jill Lawrence states in her 2015 article, Terrorism, Guns, and the Right to Life, that some think mental background checks are a burden. I don't think anything dealing with somebody's life is a burden. Whether it's life or death situation, it's not a burden on people having to do something about it. I know this won't completely eliminate gun crime, but as forward-thinking people, we need to push Obama's policies and support them. That way we can help save lives.